What is going on, Bold Nation, and welcome to another Destiny video. In today's video, I am going to be talking to you guys about what the title actually says of this video. Now, I had a little bit of a hard time making this video because I kind of was a little bit hesitant. Should I make this video? Should I not make this video? But I kind of felt that I needed it. I owed it to you guys, the Destiny community, to actually make this video because I know a lot of people who also do YouTube and are content creators of Destiny are afraid to actually talk about this subject. Now, I don't want to talk about the game because if you guys have been following my channel, you guys know that I love Destiny and I play Destiny till my heart's content. I even play it when everybody left Destiny and everybody went to go play Overwatch and all the other games. I kept playing Destiny. I kept helping people with raids, kept helping people with trials and whatso. So if you guys have been watching the channel, you guys know I am a true fan, but the fan inside of me does not want the game to die. And this is where both of us need to come to a consensus and kind of get this sorted out. Now, what I would like to do is if you guys would be able to share this video, because the only way we're actually able to get changes in the current state of Destiny is if we actually get people to start sharing the video and get more people talking and dialoguing. And maybe this way Bungie's able to actually pay attention and make the changes that are needed in the game. Now, I don't want to go over all the bad things that Destiny has because it also has some really good stuff. It's fun, but it also has a lot of bad stuff that's making the community not only salty, but a lot of people are actually leaving Destiny and have stopped playing it. And this is people who actually enjoy the game and have played it for a while. Now, I know this is very similar to what happened in Destiny 1, but there is a big difference in the way the RNG works now. There's a big difference of sense of you actually kept wanting to keep playing, and there's a big difference of the way they went ahead and made all the different sort of loot drops to happen in the game. Now, one thing that kind of was the tipping point of me making the video was the numbers that we got in yesterday regarding the sales of Destiny. Now, this is what we have. Destiny 2 retail sales are down 50%. Yes, that is a whopping 50%, guys. Now, before we jump the gun, I do want to clear a couple points on this part right here. There's a couple reasons why it might be down 50%, but I'm going to tell you guys why this is still troubling for me, even though if I give you guys these excuses. Now, the first excuse that we have for this down 50% number could probably be that the game launched on Wednesday as opposed to Destiny 1 launching on Tuesday. That one day of sales could probably have dipped the scale a little bit, but not to the point where it's 50%. But for future sakes, let's go ahead and take away 10% out of that 50. Let's say 10% of the people didn't buy the game on, didn't have that extra day to buy the game. So we're left with 40% sales being down. The next one is the drop of the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. As you guys know, a lot of people still play Destiny 1 on the PS3 and on the Xbox 360. So let's take about, I would say 15 to 20% of that. That will leave us at 20% of a difference of it being down with those two excuses. The next excuse would probably be like that a lot of people decided not to purchase the game because they were going to purchase it on PC, so they decided not to purchase an extra copy of a console that they had, like a PS4 or an Xbox. And I believe there's going to be about 5%, so that's going to leave us with a whopping 15%. And the next one, let's say that the amount of sales that were actually dropped within, that a lot of people decided, hey, I'm not going to purchase it on a disc, I'll just purchase it digitally. Let's go ahead and give that another 5%. That still leaves us with a sale down of 10%. Now, that's me being very generous, maybe because I love Destiny, but that's just me being generous and saying that, sales are down 10%. Now, why is this such a big problem? The reason why I consider this to be a big problem is because sales shouldn't be down for a game that was one of the most anticipated games of 2017. Everybody was talking about this game. Everybody wanted to get their hands on this game. A lot of promises were made. We have new storylines. There's going to be unlimited content. You're not going to be running dry. There's going to be all this stuff being promised, and the sales are down. Now, this is disheartening because I was really looking forward for this game to be a hit. I was expecting it, instead of them saying, sales are down, I was expecting for them to say, you know what, sales are up. Now, they did come out and say, hey, guys, sales are up digitally. Of course they're going to be up digitally because more people are buying the game on a PC, which games on PC mostly are bought digitally. Of course the games are going to be up in sale. Now, this doesn't mean that people aren't playing Destiny. Of course, there's still like 1.2 million people currently playing Destiny, which is a big number of chunk of people, but it should be a thing that the numbers are going up instead of the numbers are going down. Unfortunately, guys, you probably won't be hearing this type of commentary or this type of rhetoric in any other sort of channel, because I don't know why people that love Destiny don't speak out and try to fix the game that they love. I think it's time for us to band together as a Destiny community and actually get some changes done. We've been able to get changes, guys. When we complained that the weapons were too OP, they went ahead and changed them. One thing we could keep in note is that Bungie does listen to the community, but the community is not together in a same sense of the same concept, then we are not going to get things fixed. And that is why we need to band together, and that is why I need your guys' help. Share this video with your friends, guys. Let's try to get this game fixed, not to the sense of where it gets fixed to what everybody wants, but in the sense that it makes it fun for everybody and engaging. Now, I could mention a bunch of issues that are wrong with Destiny. I could mention a lot of things that are actually good with Destiny, but one thing I want to mention, and I think one thing that would actually save the game and fix a lot of issues that people have, is this thing that I'm going to mention right now. That is replayability. Unfortunately, guys, if you guys recall in Destiny 1, there wasn't really much replayability, but there was things that actually kept you coming back and playing the game. For example, you wanted better weapon rolls, you would have to actually farm weapons to actually get better weapon rolls. Yes, this did turn off a lot of people that didn't want to grind that roll, but it kept a lot of people hooked. Next up would be the RNG, guys. The RNG that you would get able to drop. How many times did people spend trying to get the Fatebringer in the Vault of Glass? Next up is exotic droppings, guys. Remember, everybody was trying to get the Galahorn and just wouldn't drop, and everybody was just grinding. I want the Galahorn, I want the Galahorn. And people just kept trying and trying and trying. Same thing with the icebreaker. Same thing with the gear. Everybody wanted the emblem from Trials. Everybody was trying to get that flawless emblem. Everybody was trying to get, you know, the loot from the vendors. If you went to flawless, you were able to get the different set of weapons, which are the adept weapons, and you were able to get gear that only you were able to get if you actually played the game a lot and put some sort of effort. Unfortunately, Bungie went ahead and said, you know what, guys, let's remove all of this from Destiny 2 and make it more accessible for all the new players. Yes, there are new stats that are saying, yeah, you know, we're amazed at the amount of people who have actually completed the raid. Yes, of course, a lot of people are going to complete the raid, but there's not going to be no replayability after they complete it. How many times did people spend times in the Vault of Glass trying to get gear? A whopping lot of people. Now, how many times do you think are going to be playing the Leviathan raid over and over to get the gear that they could actually unlock if they're in a clan and their clan completes the raid, and they could get that gear right off just the vendor without even having to do the raid? How many people are already 305 without even doing a raid? How many people have actually been able to hit max power level without doing any sort of effort into actually getting that power level? Now, I could go on and on rambling, guys, of all the things that are wrong with Destiny. If you guys would like to see a video of what's wrong with Destiny, let's try to fix it, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's just the one thing I think that we need to address as a community. Make the game replayable. Make the game give you loot based on the amount of hours you put in the game. What happened to all that stuff that was in Destiny 1 that made people hooked? Now, I do remember back in Destiny 1, they did say that they hired a psychiatrist, someone that was able to kind of study the game and what made people actually replay the game. Maybe they should go visit that guy again and figure out how to fix this game and how to get it back to the right state. Like I said, there's good things about Destiny. Don't get me wrong. I am a big fan and a big proponent. I love the game. I play it almost every day vigorously. And, you know, if you guys are planning to pick up Destiny, I would recommend you to pick up Destiny. You know why? Because one thing we could know is that Bungie does listen to us as a community, but that's only if we band together. I hope you found this video enjoyable. If you did, make sure you guys drop a comment and like. Please share this with your friends. Let's try to save a game that we all love.